Today we're going to talk about woodpeckers. Many people have a strange association with these amazing forest birds, often thinking of them as foolish or reckless, constantly banging their heads against trees. However, woodpeckers are far from silly. They are incredibly useful and vital to their ecosystems. Our ancestors wisely called the woodpecker the forest doctor, for good reason. In folklore, they often appear as kind, persistent, and hard-working characters, traits they genuinely embody in nature, truly acting as friends of the trees. We'll delve into all of this and much more today. Let's get started. The woodpecker family, a diverse dynasty. The world of woodpeckers is far more diverse and fascinating than many imagine. Belonging to the family Pikidae, these birds are found on every continent except Australia and Antarctica. This extensive family includes not just the familiar woodpeckers, but also piculets and wrynecks, each with their own unique adaptations and lifestyles. There are over 200 species of woodpeckers, ranging in size, colour and behaviour, but all share a fundamental reliance on trees and a remarkable suite of tools for navigating their woody world. Their evolutionary success can be attributed to their highly specialised anatomy, perfectly suited for arboreal life. From their powerful beaks to their zygodactyl feet, 2 toes pointing forward, 2 backward, providing an excellent grip on tree trunks, every aspect of a woodpecker's body is a testament to natural engineering. This diversity within the Pikidae family means that while some woodpeckers are strictly insectivorous, others have adapted to feed on sap, fruits, or even nuts, showcasing a remarkable plasticity in their dietary habits. The sapsucker, a different kind of woodpecker. When we think of woodpeckers, the image of them drilling for insects often comes to mind. However, one particular group, the sapsuckers, defies this stereotype by having a diet that heavily relies on tree sap. Species like the yellow-bellied sapsucker are expert arborists, drilling neat rows of shallow holes in tree bark to access the sugary sap that flows beneath. These sap wells become vital feeding stations, not just for the sapsuckers themselves, but also for a variety of other creatures, including hummingbirds, insects, and even some mammals. The sapsucker's tongue is specially adapted for this purpose. It's fringed and brush-like, designed to lap up the flowing sap rather than extract insects. While drilling for sap, they also consume any insects that become trapped in the sticky liquid, adding a protein boost to their sugary diet. This unique feeding strategy highlights the remarkable adaptability within the woodpecker family and their intricate relationships with the forest ecosystem. Dimensions, from tiny piculets to grand pileatids. The size of woodpeckers varies dramatically across the family. At one end of the spectrum, we have the diminutive piculets, some of which are scarcely larger than a human thumb, measuring just 8 to 10 centimetres, 3 to 4 inches, in length and weighing a mere 7 to 12 grams, 0.25 to 0.4 ounces. These tiny birds mimic their larger relatives in behaviour, often foraging on small branches and even bamboo, though their drumming is much softer and less resonant. On the other end of the scale are impressive giants like the critically endangered imperial woodpecker, if it still exists, and the magnificent pileated woodpecker. The pileated woodpecker, North America's largest extant woodpecker, can reach lengths of 40 to 49 centimetres, 16 to 19 inches, with a wingspan of up to 75 centimetres, 30 inches. Weighing between 250 and 400 grams, 9 to 14 ounces. Their calls resonate through the forest, and the large rectangular holes they excavate in decaying trees are unmistakable signs of their presence. These size differences reflect diverse ecological roles and foraging niches, demonstrating how effectively woodpeckers have adapted to various environments. The beak, a marvel of engineering. A woodpecker's beak is arguably its most iconic and essential tool, a true marvel of natural engineering. Far from being a blunt instrument, it is a highly specialized structure designed to withstand immense forces while efficiently excavating wood. The tip of the beak is chisel-like, allowing for precise cutting and chipping, while the base is broader and sturdier, providing strength for powerful blows. But the beak alone isn't enough to protect the bird's brain. Woodpeckers have evolved a sophisticated suite of adaptations to prevent brain damage during their rapid-fire drumming. Their skull bones are particularly thick and spongy, acting as a natural shock absorber. Surrounding the brain, there's a specialized hyoid bone, a cartilaginous structure that extends from the base of the beak, wraps around the skull, and acts like a seatbelt, holding the brain firmly in place and distributing impact forces. Furthermore, their eyes are protected by a nictitating membrane, a clear third eyelid that closes just before impact, preventing sawdust and debris from entering. The rapid contractions of their neck muscles also play a crucial role, timing each strike with incredible precision to minimize vibrations. This intricate system allows woodpeckers to deliver thousands of pecks a day without suffering concussions, a feat that continues to astonish scientists. The wings, power and precision in flight. While often seen clinging to tree trunks, woodpeckers are also adept flyers, and their wings are designed for both power and precise maneuverability within dense forest environments. Their flight is typically undulating, characterized by a series of powerful wing beats, followed by a brief period of gliding with wings tucked against the body, creating a roller coaster-like motion. This flight pattern is energy efficient for traveling between trees and allows them to quickly change direction to navigate around obstacles. The wing structure itself is generally short and rounded, providing excellent lift and control for agile movements among branches. Unlike birds that soar over open landscapes, woodpeckers need to weave through intricate forest canopies, and their wing shape is perfectly suited for this purpose. When they land on a tree trunk, their wings are quickly folded, allowing them to instantly resume their vertical clinging and foraging activities. The combination of powerful muscles and finely tuned wing design allows woodpeckers to be both efficient foragers in the vertical world and competent travelers through the air. Habitat and range, a global presence. As mentioned earlier, woodpeckers are incredibly widespread, inhabiting a vast array of ecosystems across much of the globe. From the boreal forests of the north to the tropical rainforests near the equator, these versatile birds have found ways to thrive. Their absence from only Australia and Antarctica speaks volumes about their adaptability. They can be found in various habitats, including deciduous and coniferous forests, mixed woodlands, suburban parks, and even desert environments where suitable trees or cacti exist. This extensive distribution is a testament to their diverse species and their ability to specialize in different niches. Whether it's a dense redwood forest or a sparse desert scrubland, if there's wood to be drilled or insects to be found within, chances are a woodpecker species has made it its home. The Gila woodpecker, a desert specialist. In the arid landscapes of the southwestern United States and northwestern Mexico, one might not expect to find a thriving woodpecker population. However, the Gila woodpecker, Melanerpes europigialis, is a true desert specialist, perfectly adapted to life in the Sonoran Desert. These medium-sized woodpeckers are often seen flitting among saguaro cacti, their reddish-brown caps and barred wings a distinctive sight against the pale desert sky. Unlike their forest-dwelling relatives, Gila woodpeckers excavate nesting cavities within the thick, fleshy stems of saguaro cacti. The cactus tissue surrounding the cavity dries and hardens, forming a protective saguaro boot that insulates the nest from extreme desert temperatures. These abandoned cavities are crucial resources for many other desert creatures, including elf owls, American kestrels, and various other birds and rodents, highlighting the Gila woodpecker's role as a keystone species in its ecosystem. Their diet is also diverse, consisting of insects, fruits, berries, and even nectar from cactus flowers, showcasing their remarkable versatility in a challenging environment. The red-headed woodpecker, a flash of red in the forest. The red-headed woodpecker, Melanerpes erythrocephalus, is one of North America's most striking and easily recognizable woodpeckers, thanks to its vibrant crimson head, neck, and throat, contrasting sharply with its solid white underparts and black back with large white wing patches. This bold coloration makes it a truly unmistakable sight. Beyond its striking appearance, the red-headed woodpecker exhibits some unique behaviors. Unlike many woodpeckers that primarily forage by pecking at bark, this species is adept at catching insects in flight, a behavior known as hawking. They also have a penchant for storing food, especially acorns and other nuts, wedging them into crevices in trees or fence posts for later consumption, a clever adaptation for ensuring food availability during leaner times. They are particularly fond of open woodlands, savannas, and orchards with scattered snags, dead trees, which provide ideal nesting and foraging opportunities. Unfortunately, red-headed woodpecker populations have experienced significant declines across much of their range, primarily due to habitat loss and competition for nesting sites. Conservation efforts are underway to protect their remaining habitats and ensure the survival of this charismatic species, which plays a vital role in forest health by consuming insects and dispersing seeds. Lifespan, a testament to resilience. The lifespan of woodpeckers varies by species, but generally, these resilient birds can live for several years in the wild, a testament to their robust health and clever adaptations. Smaller species might live for 2 to 5 years, while larger species, like the pileated woodpecker, can live for 10 to 15 years, and in some cases, even longer. Factors influencing their longevity include food availability, predator pressure, and habitat quality. Their ability to excavate safe nesting and roosting cavities provides protection from predators and harsh weather, contributing significantly to their survival. Despite the dangers of forest life, the woodpecker's specialized tools and behaviors afford them a relatively long and productive life, allowing them to contribute significantly to the health and dynamics of their forest ecosystems over many breeding seasons. The green woodpecker, a ground-dwelling ant enthusiast. Not all woodpeckers spend their entire lives high in the trees. The European green woodpecker, Picus viridis, is a prime example of a species that has adapted a significant part of its foraging strategy to the ground. With its striking olive-green plumage, bright red crown, and distinctive yaffle call, a loud, laughing sound, it stands out among its European relatives. While it does roost and sometimes forage in trees, a large portion of its diet consists of ants, which it skillfully extracts from anthills and underground nests using its long, sticky tongue. This tongue, which can extend up to 10 centimeters, 4 inches beyond the tip of its beak, is perfectly adapted for probing deep into ant tunnels. The green woodpecker's foraging on the ground involves hopping across lawns, pastures, and open woodlands, listening intently for the rustle of its preferred prey. This unique dietary niche highlights the diverse ways in which different woodpecker species have evolved to exploit available food resources, demonstrating their remarkable ecological flexibility. Diet: more than just bugs. While insects, particularly wood-boring larvae, form a significant part of many woodpeckers' diets, it's a misconception to think that's all they eat. Their dietary habits are surprisingly varied and dynamic, adapting to seasonal availability and local resources. Insects. This is undoubtedly the cornerstone for many species. Woodpeckers are expert bug hunters, capable of detecting the presence of insect larvae deep within wood, often by listening for their movements. Their powerful beaks then chisel away the bark and wood to expose these tasty morsels. Their long, barbed tongues are then used to spear or extract the insects. They consume a wide array of insects, including beetles, caterpillars, ants, termites, and their larvae, making them invaluable pest controllers in forests. Sap. As discussed with sapsuckers, tree sap is a vital food source for some species, providing essential sugars and nutrients. Fruits and berries. Many woodpecker species supplement their diets with fruits and berries, especially during seasons when insects might be less abundant. They consume a variety of wild fruits, contributing to seed dispersal in the process. Nuts and seeds. Larger woodpeckers, like the acorn woodpecker, are renowned for their meticulous habit of drilling holes in trees, known as granaries, to store acorns, creating massive larders of food for the colder months. Other species will also consume seeds directly from cones or other plants. Other small animals. Occasionally, some woodpeckers may opportunistically consume small vertebrates like lizards, small snakes, or even eggs and nestlings of other birds, though this is not a primary food source. This dietary flexibility allows woodpeckers to thrive in a wide range of environments and ensures their survival year-round. Reproduction, family life in a cavity. The reproductive cycle of woodpeckers is a testament to their industrious nature and dedication to their young. Most woodpecker species are monogamous, forming pair bonds that last for at least one breeding season, and often for several. Their courtship rituals can involve drumming displays, vocalizations, and aerial pursuits, with males often presenting food to females. Nesting cavities. Unlike many birds that build open nests, woodpeckers are primary cavity nesters. This means they excavate their own nesting holes in dead or decaying trees, or sometimes in live trees with softened heartwood. Both male and female participate in the arduous task of drilling the cavity, a process that can take several weeks. The size and shape of the entrance hole and the internal chamber are specific to each species. These cavities provide excellent insulation and protection from predators and the elements, making them highly desirable accommodations for many other secondary cavity nesters once abandoned. Eggs and incubation. Once the cavity is complete, the female typically lays a clutch of 3 to 7 glossy white eggs directly on a bed of wood chips at the bottom of the cavity. Both parents share incubation duties, which usually last for 11 to 14 days, depending on the species. The male often takes the night shift, demonstrating a strong parental commitment. Raising the young. Upon hatching, the altricial, helpless chicks are blind, naked, and completely dependent on their parents. Both parents work tirelessly to feed their rapidly growing brood, bringing a continuous supply of insects and other high-protein foods to the nest. The nestling period typically lasts for 20 to 30 days, during which time the parents ensure the cavity is kept clean, removing fecal sacs. Fledging and post-fledging care. Once the young are ready, they fledge, leave the nest. Even after fledging, the parents continue to feed and care for their offspring for several weeks, teaching them essential foraging skills and how to navigate the forest. The survival rate of fledglings is critical for population maintenance, and the intensive parental care they receive is vital for their successful transition to independence. Some species, like the acorn woodpecker, exhibit cooperative breeding, where multiple adults, often offspring from previous years, help raise the current year's young, a complex social structure that further enhances their reproductive success. Conclusion: the indispensable forest doctor. In conclusion, the woodpecker, far from being a foolish or simple creature, is a highly evolved, intelligent, and incredibly important member of forest ecosystems worldwide. Their remarkable anatomical adaptations, from their shock-absorbing skulls and chisel-like beaks to their specialized tongues and zygodactyl feet, allow them to fulfill unique ecological roles that no other birds can. They are indeed the forest doctors, diligently removing vast numbers of wood-boring insects that could otherwise devastate trees. By excavating nesting and roosting cavities, they create vital habitats for countless other species that cannot drill their own, making them foundational to biodiversity. Their diverse diets, encompassing insects, sap, fruits, and nuts, highlight their adaptability and their roles in processes like seed dispersal. The next time you hear the rhythmic drumming in the woods, take a moment to appreciate the true marvel of the woodpecker. It's a sound that signifies health, resilience, and the intricate balance of nature, brought to you by one of the forest's most industrious and essential inhabitants. Their existence is a constant reminder of the profound interconnectedness of life and the ceaseless ingenuity of evolution. A true friend of the trees, and indeed a friend to the entire forest.